maturity. You and me to the end of eternity beginning naturally. You gotta show me love.
Let's get it, man. Let's just get to it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna be all day with it. I'm bringing you, you know what I mean, some straight heat. Now, right off back, before Diddy was even arrested, before Keefe D was arrested, proof, watch this. I'm finna show you something. When did Keefe D get arrested? September 2023. Right? Yeah, hold on. Where's that? September 2023. September 2023. Right? Watch this. I'm gonna show you how some things work. September 2023. When did Sean Combs get arrested? September 2024. Is it a coincidence or not? Before 2023 of September, before 2024 of September, September 16th, actually my little brother's birthday. Watch this. What do that say? What's the date on that? And you can't, listen to me, if anybody have YouTube, you can't go back and edit it because I already missed this podcast. This is something I was trying to do. Something else came up, I never got around to it. But I did get to the two-part. I did do a two-part, like a three and a half hour. But look at this right here. Before anybody says something, what is the title? Look at the date right here. March, look, let me show you right here. Right here, or you can look at right here. What they say? Could Snoop Dogg be behind Tupac's murder? Shocking details, right? March the 18th, 2023. My cold case suspicions discussing theories on Tupac murder. Now, I say that for a lot of reasons, right? Because, again, I was born in 96. I was, a certain age. Let me show you something. Let's just go through some things. Now, somebody brought this up, but let's just go through some things. Let's go. Look, let's do this. Let me get this in. Sorry, let's do this. What's that? Now keep in mind, Tupac murder. This is afterwards. Let me show you something. Let's just go through a couple of pictures. One. Okay. 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 This here is actually with Biggie. So keep in mind with Biggie not, Pac could be dead at this point. Look where you at. You understand what I'm saying? Look where you at. Knowing it's an East Coast, West Coast, because it had to be East Coast, West Coast during that time. Biggie was still living. He died in that war. So you got Snoop right there. Like, this your man's. Can't stop, won't stop. I do all that for what? Now keep in mind, reason it was an East Coast West Coast war anyway is why? Is because Snoop went on air after Tupac was just shot and almost killed, which allegedly, now that you think about it, with years later or decades later, you can kind of see that Sean Diddy Combs could possibly be behind that. But wait, because there's nowhere on earth Tupac going to do a track, and Biggie and Sean Combs know. Did Biggie have an idea? I'm not sure. But Sean Combs, to me, I believe he definitely had that set up. This before we know how much of a demon he was. Because with Pac out the way, of course, Biggie not going to shine over Pac. We know that. You know what I'm talking about. But Biggie was, he would have became the bigger star because there was nobody bigger than Biggie at that time besides Pac. So we get Pac out the way. But look at who's on the side. Remember, he went on the air. Well, man, I ain't got no problem with nobody. Like, bro, you can't do that, man. I'm a vice lord, right? You know what I'm saying? As member. We can't be in tour with the GDs. And I'm like, man, I ain't got no problem with the GDs, man. Like, no, you can't do that. Especially in that time frame, 97, 96. You couldn't do that back then. Either you with us or you not. There's nowhere back in them days, maybe today, but back in them days, you can't be a part of a gang and you on tour with another gang and you saying, you telling your gang that you cool with the ops, the people that's, trying to kill you. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, they don't do that. Not in 96. Nah, maybe today, the new Jacks, but not the 96. That don't work. So you see what I said back in March, right? That's 6 months ahead. Like maybe 5 months, maybe. I said this in March, before anything happened, before Keefy D, before P. Diddy. I've been said this. That's why I kept that up. It can't be edited, and I can't edit it. I can't. Let me show y'all something, right? You see right here, where it say could Snoop have been involved right here? At right here. Look, when I hit the what's the name, there's no room for the edit. You can delete, share. There's no room for the edit. This is for that, cause Snoop right here. Now, let me go to a different video. Now, let's go to this video here, the one under there. See the one under here, which is not the Snoop, but this one. You see how I say the edit right here? And if I edit it, this just to show you that, look, this is the one that can be edited. This is the one that I just did, women, right here. They're not going to let me do Snoop like that. So I'm just showing you this can't be edited. So you won't be like, oh, man, you could just did that. They won't do that. Not with the Snoop. With the Snoop, they don't let you edit it at all. This all come up with the Snoop. Look. Let me show you. I hit this button right here. This one at the top. Nothing. They're not going to let me do it. Now, if I do the one under here, right here, edit. So I can't edit it. I was in front of this already, gang. I was in front of it. Because I understand, I was in the streets. Was Snoop working with the other side? Was Snoop working with Bad Boys during the time he was with Death Row? That's why he felt so uncomfortable, so uneasy. That's why he wasn't participating in none of the activities. He felt uneasy. He was already cool with Bad Boys. He could have knew about that hit that was going down with Pot. He was already jealous. You know what I'm saying? He could have knew about that hit. Snoop know more than what people telling you. I showed you the pictures. He been cool with them, bro. This is not nothing like where, man, 10, 15 years went by, man, what's up, you good? Let's hug, man. We was shorties. No, during that time, Snoop was playing both sides, guy. He playing both sides. Look how he treating Suge Knight and all that. Somebody that saves your life for going to jail. You was been in jail for a long time. A long time. You understand? Let me show you something. Yup. This 96 before Pot died. Let me show you some body language. So as y'all can see the whole video, I want to kind of I'm gonna come up the screen so you can see the whole video. Check it. Let's do this. Yeah.
The car's going to come up behind. Okay, that's the very end, right? Very end of the song, and then just stick off. Okay, you want to know that bad detective? Yeah. Okay, cool. So we're going to have to go Mark to be on one of those side streets, right? Like we pay him off. He gave Snoop. He's crooked. We pay Snoop money to get his friend. Okay. That's cool. So we could even have him drive and just get out without them running. Yeah, he should like come over kiss his hand. Do we have No, you go. They freed you up.
No, that's an idea. He could have talked to you.
Because your homeboys already freed you guys out of this. These two dead. They're getting you out. So they're going to open you up by the way.
So what am I homeboys doing? They just did the hit. They just made the hit to stop the guy. We shot them already, talking on the thing while the truck was turning the corner. Okay, so the deal now is we're going to do something here. So the deal is the explosion is happening. These two guys are dead, and your homeboys are free. So by the time you come out, you don't even have to handcuff.
So forget the detective. The car should pull up. Should be the homies. It should be a van.
Right.
They should jump out. They should give us bags. I mean, you don't have to see it on the camera, but passports, money, shit like that. To me, if they did that, they should pull up. Do the last part of us getting out. Okay. Nobody's gonna see the whole shooting and all that. That's not gonna.
No one sees
got to see it. They leave. You know, come on, let's go. And we jump up.
Here comes Snoop. Watch his body.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform.
Watch Snoop body language. Kevin and Bro.
My ears apart.
That's we with the dog pound.
Shit just crashed. We just got on the court. When we leave court, the shit just crashed. We jump out. It's gonna be police. A police laying down in blood right here. Police.
He not listening to Pac. Look at Snoop. He not listening to Pac. He don't want to hear that shit. Watch this. Look at the body language. This right before Pac checked out.
I got the blood right here. The homies just did that. Daz, Nate, Size, and Bogart. That's what they see. That's what they see coming out the car. You don't see them shooting or nothing. That's done. Only thing you see is them standing. Like, at first part you see is just us. You just see us doing the performance part. Then after we finish the performance, at the end of the gang, at the end of our lyrics for Gangsta Party, when it's just going on, like, yeah, West Coast, that's when the car pulls up. They all get out the car.
Where's he at?
Jumping in the car, got all the money to drink, champagne, all that shit like, yeah, all the time, all laying down there. That's what we're doing.
Now watch when Pac walk off. When Pac walk off, watch how he start engaging. Right now, nigga, I ain't trying to talk to you. I don't fuck with you. Nigga, I don't fuck with you. Watch this. I'm gonna show you. I'm a nigga in the street. You can tell body language. Watch this.
We get your number. I heard you got a couple more.
Wow. Huh? Wow.
The change here are 20 guys.
Ooh. Hey, that's a steady cam for you.
Wow, right now.
Well, we can do this shot. It's set up for the shot. The exit goes over there, and then we can go back and do a performance. Performance could be walking this way.
Why we can't do that? Why we can't do this exact setup, just performance?
Well, that camera is useless for performance because it's too far away from this. We'll see you in the next.
Fair use only. Fair use. Fair use only.
Because the performance don't start till after like 3 balls.
Pac walked out. He walked out. Watch this. Look at him.
Come on in, nigga. You know you got a good dog. I'm gonna give you a discount, but I'm gonna fix that motherfucker for you. Hey, I'm so happy you love me. No, that's my boy. That's a bad motherfucker. No, I'm just talking about you bad motherfucker. But he just need to be fixed up. Okay.
See how he laughing and kicking with them? This is homie. He clearly didn't like Pop.
Instead of y'all pulling up in it, y'all just in the limo. The limo doors open. Y'all niggas get out with the champagne and the drinks. Like, what's up? We just coming out the
fuck with him.
Exposing the police there. Niggas got us with the sniper. But you know you take time. That shit, you gotta do that once every hour. Niggas like, don't even want to wait 15 minutes. As soon as it's about to do the train time, the first nigga told me I got to pee. Hold on. Oh, you like that? Motion is fly. Where we going? Hey, buddy, she was walking out the house the other day. Why? I don't know, somebody was breaking up. He was there with
Y'all get the picture, right? Y'all get it.
What have you?
Y'all get it, right? That's the face of somebody who's telling somebody, hey, I don't F with you. Clearly. You know, the way he engaging. It ain't like, you know, he asked questions like, yeah, woo, woo, like he looking like. Like he not even engaged, bro. This is y'all shooting a music video. That's the last video they shot, you know what I'm saying, before Pop we got on the live. Y'all don't just think by watching that video that, you know, Snoop. Not only that, it's another video out there where Pop was in the studio and Snoop was in there, and you can just tell by the way he looked, you know, that, you know, because Pop was getting all the fame and glory, and if you could look in his eyes, hold on, man, let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. So I think in it, you know what I mean, you just, you know, Snoop, it's a few of them like that, you know what I'm saying, but, you know, he wasn't exactly, you know, if you watch the whole video, which I'm only going to show a snip of it, you can see he was kind of like nonchalant, like this 3 months before Pac got capped. Check it out. Search. I want y'all to search for Tupac studio session, Death Row. It's a I think it's another one on now. Also with Snoop, I think he got a white shirt on, and he's just sitting in a chair like. You can see everybody having fun. Snoop it's like he's so irritated. Just search. It's online. Just search through it. It's not. He had to be with Death Row. It's a studio session like the one I just showed. I don't think he was taking pictures with anybody. I think Pac was. I forgot the song he was doing, but it's definitely there. So again, he could have been playing with the other side. Now, again, I gave you my theory. We know that Tupac fell out with Snoop. We understand that Snoop didn't go to the mandatory Mike Tyson fight. Remember, Mike Tyson was bigger than the Bulls back in the day. Mike Tyson was big. He was up there with Michael Jordan and Michael Jackson. Mike Tyson was that big. I don't know if y'all know. He was that big. You understand? He was like ultimate superpower. He was a powerhouse. Remember, Mike Tyson and Tupac was cool. That was his man's. You understand what I'm saying? That was star power. Pac is the one, like when you see a person come out, you know what I'm saying, and when they fake ready to fight, and you got the rapper come behind rapping and stuff, Pac started that with Tupac, with Mike Tyson. Then you start having people come out with Lil Wayne. I think Mayweather's tried to do something. I think you had Wayne behind her. Then you got Clarissa Shields with Pat Poose. Pac started that, man. Pac started that. Wasn't nobody doing that. When they come out, they were just coming out. When Mike Tyson came out, Pac came out rapping behind him. That's what they was on. Pac, that's his cloth. Y'all ain't ready for that, man. Look. Something to think about, Snoop. It's something that just I'm gonna show some more stuff, right? I'm gonna show some more. Not only that, and because it's not all about Pac. I'm just showing you that I've been on top of Snoop way ahead. Now, his name is Leslie coming up with sex trafficking, right? And they saying that he laying in bed with Diddy. Now, again, as I said in my other videos, in order to reach the top, you know what I'm saying, you got to give something up. You understand what I'm saying? You got to give something up. I'm going to play this other podcast because he did the video. So I'm going to let him shine on it. Y'all check him out. You know what I mean? He has some real interesting theories that kind of lined up with some things that I've been saying. If you go back to my video that I did in 2023, I did a video with the whole Tupac case, right? If y'all go back there, you'll see I've been on top of this. So I just, I want y'all to check this out right here. See it? If you want to know the untold truth, this is right here. And I did that 2 years ago, right there. 3 hours 35. So you see Snoop, you see Dre, Suge, and Pac. Now, what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna let bro, he gonna put more on of what he got. I got more. I ain't gonna drag the man to the ground. I just know he ain't no good. I know that, it was a lot of things, linking to Tupac. And, he had all the reason in the world, to not want Pac around. But, again, I'm all for it. I'm going to let bro tell y'all about it. Check bro out. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Talking about something that is happening right in front of our faces, and nobody in the mainstream media wants to touch it. Now we need to talk about the silence, the deafening, uncharacteristic, and frankly terrifying silence of Calvin Brodus, better known as Snoop Dogg. Now we all know Snoop. He's the internet uncle. He's the guy who comments on everything. If a cat falls off a roof in a viral video, Snoop has a commentary on it. Now, if there's a new snack food, Snoop is reviewing it. If the Olympics are on, Snoop is there holding the damn torch. He's arguably the most online celebrity of his generation. This dude lives on IG, and he lives for the engagement. But recently, something shifted. The atmosphere changed, and it happened the exact moment 50 Cent dropped his hip-hop shake-up on Netflix. I'm talking about the documentary, The Reckoning. Now, this documentary didn't just drop. It actually exploded. It hit #1 in the US, it hit #1 in the UK, and it has the entire industry shaking. Everyone is talking about it. The blogs are on fire. Twitter is in a frenzy, and 50 Cent right now is doing victory laps. And Snoop Dogg, the man who usually has a joke or a meme for every situation, he went dark. Complete radio silence regarding the documentary. No support, no defense, no jokes, nada. And you have to ask yourself, why? Why would the most vocal man in hip-hop suddenly lose his voice? Is it just awkwardness? Is it loyalty? Or is it fear? Because the reports coming out now, and we are going to break down every single one of them today, suggest that Snoop isn't just being quiet to be polite. He's being quiet because he might be next.
Now, what could this mean for the U.S. for fans if Snoop Dogg is actually implicated? Because I know there's been talk about him being on some actual videos. What do you think that would look like if he was brought up in the cases as well?
You have it listen, you type it in, and then you go digging.
You literally just drag it in, and it'll be an audio clip.
This plugin is especially...
Personally, it wouldn't shock me. I think that Snoop's PR team has really made him look good. You know, just like a trustworthy neighborhood guy. His alliance with Martha Stewart, I mean, they've really painted him out over the past almost 10 years, I'd say, to be a different figure. And as somebody who lived in Long Beach for a long time, I mean, people idolize Snoop. But unfortunately, he is tied in timelines and videos and evidence to Sean Combs. And if we just look back at his life, it's not as clean as what we remember or what we see right now in the media.
Right. Yeah, people around our age, man, we remember the old Snoop getting into everything, but it's like, I guess the newer generation, they're seeing him from a different light than like the early 90s, and we saw him, you know, on trial for murder and different things like that. We know the real Snoop.
Now, we are talking about the allegations that go back 30 years. We're talking about the tapes. We're talking about secret memoirs. And we're talking about the night Tupac Shakur died. Today, we're connecting the dots that the industry has tried to erase, so buckle up. Now, to understand the panic that is allegedly happening behind the scenes right now, you have to understand that Snoop and Diddy aren't just industry acquaintances. They aren't just guys who see each other at the Grammy Awards and nod. They are, by Snoop's own admission, family. Now, Snoop has gone on TV, he has sat in interviews, and he has explained that his kids and Diddy kids are the best of friends. They've been best friends since they were 6 or 7. Now, this isn't a casual connection. This is a bond forged by mothers, specifically the late Kim Porter. Now, Snoop said it himself. Kim was the one connecting the families. Now, when Diddy's son Justin went to UCLA, Snoop's son went to UCLA. When Christian Combs started rapping, Snoop's son started rapping as well. They traveled the world together, they modeled together. So here is the first red flag. When your brother, someone you claim to love, someone whose children grew up sleeping over at your house, is accused of the most heinous, dark, and disturbing crimes in music history, you usually have two reactions. Reaction A, you stand by him. You say, nah, this is a lie. I know this man, he is innocent. Reaction B, you denounce him. You say, I have no idea, this is disgusting. I'm cutting ties. Now, Snoop has done neither. He's vanished. And this brings us to the first major piece of evidence that has people looking at Snoop sideways. It's the behavior. Remember that clip of Diddy on a talk show? He says, quote, "When I die, I want my last words to be, I did it." Now that was a crazy moment, but if you go back and watch that clip now, look at who is sitting next to him. Look at Snoop's face. He gives this awkward, knowing smile. It's the kind of smile two people share when they have an inside joke that nobody else understands. But now with everything we know about the F-offs, about the alleged trafficking and the abuse, that smile doesn't look like a joke anymore. It looks like he's being complicit. And 50 Cent knows it. 50's been trolling Diddy for years, but recently he's been throwing subtle jabs at Snoop too. Now 50 is calculated. He doesn't just attack people for no reason. If 50 Cent is hinting that Snoop is involved, it's usually because 50 has seen the receipts.
Snoop let Diddy rub on his hand.
Damn.
You understand? And that's where one of the exes come from. Snoop.
Can you hold it up a little bit more? Let me see how that. Oh yeah, dang.
You understand? We don't hold our man hand. We shake it and get it back in our pocket. Snoop and Diddy, you know, in an appropriate way. But the reason why they in there is to speak about that and with Biggie. Now, how you roll with Pac? This is a big question for everybody. If Pac came to death row and he was there, he went to court with you on, you know, death row, you about to do some time. So, and I ain't talking about the regular lady, the murder charge. How do you find yourself with somebody rolling with you, like rolling with you? He brought his way out of a charge of 2 white 50-year-old young ladies. You understand? He don't respect no female. The black female, he put dog chains. You understand? So he's no better. He just got his own type of way.
Who was the exes that was taken out of the book?
The exes was for Snoop.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI.
Oh. Yeah, it was for him, about him sleeping with, supposed to be in the bed with Diddy.
Whoa. That's
and they caught it. You understand? Like I said, we call him the director. You don't sit on his lap or do what Diddy want to do, it's cut. You do what he wants you to do, it's action.
Now let's get to the legal side, because this is where things go from internet rumors to federal investigation. Now recently, a very prominent attorney named Ariel Mitchell appeared on national TV, and she represents some of the victims in the Diddy case. And she dropped a bombshell that frankly should have been the biggest news story in the world. She said she was contacted by someone trying to sell a tape, an F-off tape. This wasn't just a rumor of a tape, she saw stills. She saw proof, she saw the video was filmed at Diddy's Atlanta home. But here's the kicker, Diddy wasn't the only star in the video. Ariel Mitchell said there was another male celebrity in the footage, and when the host asked her about this person, she said this other celebrity is more high profile than Diddy. Now think about that. More high profile than Diddy? That is a very short list of people. We're talking about global icons. She also mentioned that this person did not seem to know they were being recorded. It looked like a setup, kind of like a catch and kill type situation, where Diddy records you doing something compromising, so he owns you forever. Now, she couldn't legally say the name, but the streets are talking. Industry insiders are talking, and the name that keeps coming up over and over again is Snoop D-O-G. Why Snoop? Well, look at the description. More high profile than Diddy. Snoop is arguably more famous globally. He's the face of the Olympics, he's on The Voice, he's in commercials for everything from beer to insurance. He is a household name, in a way even Diddy wasn't. And Diddy have the testimony of Courtney, an alleged industry veteran, came forward claiming that he had access to Kim Porter's real memoir. Not the one that was debunked, but the actual evidence she supposedly left behind on flash drives before she died. And y'all remember I had him on my show. Now guys, he claims Kim Porter documented all of this because she knew it was her insurance policy. She knew what these men were capable of. If the tapes did exist, and if the feds have them, which they likely do, considering they raided Diddy's home and took everything, then Snoop's silence makes the perfect sense. He isn't quiet because he's sad. He's quiet because he is waiting to see if he gets indicted. But to really understand the darkness here, we have to go back to 1996. We have to talk about Tupac. For decades, Snoop has positioned himself as the peacemaker, the guy who loved Tupac, the guy who was caught in the middle. He tells stories about how he and Pac were tight, how he visited him in the hospital, how he loved him. But if you listen to the people who were actually there, the people who have nothing to lose, like Suge, a very different story emerges. Suge is currently serving life in prison, and he definitely has no reason to lie anymore. He's not trying to sell records, and Suge recently revealed some shocking details about the night that Tupac was shot in Vegas. Now, Suge says that Snoop was supposed to be with them. They had tickets to the Mike Tyson fight. It was a mandatory death row outing. But at the last minute, Snoop didn't show. He didn't go to the fight. He didn't go to Club 662 afterwards. For the first time ever, Snoop broke protocol and stayed away. Now, why? Did he know something was going to happen? Now, Suge goes further. He says that after Tupac was shot and lying in the hospital fighting for his life, Snoop finally came to Suge's house in Vegas. Tupac's mother, Afeni Shakur, was there. And Suge says that when Snoop walked in, he told him, "Tupac hates me right now." And then Snoop went into the bathroom and started physically throwing up. Throwing up? That's a visceral reaction. That is a reaction of someone consumed by guilt. Suge implies that Snoop wasn't that nervous. He implies Snoop had crossed the line. And then there is the walkie-talkie story. This is the one of the creepiest details of them all. Warren G, Snoop's own family, has confirmed that Snoop was at his house that night with the police scanner-style walkie-talkie. Suge claims there were specific radios that the security team used. Now, witnesses allege that over that radio, right after the shots were fired in Vegas, a voice was heard saying, "Got him." Now, who was on the other end of that radio? And why did Snoop have it? Now, there is a theory supported by Ali Carter and other insiders that Snoop had already been flipped. That the East Coast versus West Coast war was real, but the lines were blurry. The theory is that Diddy, the Black Clinton, as some call him because of his untouchable status, had already pulled Snoop to his side. They suspect Snoop was working with Bad Boy while pretending to be Death Row. Now, if that's true, it changes the entire history of hip-hop. It means Snoop didn't just survive the rap wars. It means he might have helped orchestrate the fall of his own team to save himself. Now we have to get a little weird. We have to talk about the things that happened behind closed doors. The things that Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, has been screaming about for years. Now, Gene Deal describes Diddy as a demon. He doesn't mean that metaphorically, he means it literally. He talks about the parties with specific vibrations, specific temperatures, red rooms, and rituals. He talks about seeing Diddy participate in rituals with birds, doves that wouldn't fly, that would just drop dead. Gene Deal says Snoop wasn't just a guest at these parties, he was a participant. Now, there's a concept in the industry known as the boiled egg. Suge Knight has talked about this as well. It's a humiliating, degrading ritual that acts as an initiation. It's a test of loyalty. The idea is that if you are willing to do this act, this specific degrading act involving your body, then the powers that be know they own you. They know you would do anything for fame. Suge Knight explicitly said Snoop passed the boiled egg test. And what's strange is that Snoop has the weird obsession with eggs on social media. He posts about them. He jokes about them. To the average fan, it's just Snoop being high and funny. But the people who know the code, it looks like signaling. It looks like he's telling the club, "I'm one of you. I did what I had to do." Now, this connects back to Ali Carter. She's a survivor of child trafficking who has been trying to tell her story since 2020. She explicitly named Snoop Dogg. She said, "You guys are canceling Dr. Seuss and Aunt Jemima, but you are cheering for Snoop at the Super Bowl halftime show?" She alleges that Snoop is actually deeper in the trafficking network than Diddy. She claims that while Diddy is the loud, flashy frontman, Snoop is the one who really operates in the shadows, using his nice guy image to lure people in. She calls him a predator, and back in 2020, people laughed at her. They said, "Not Snoop, he's the Martha Stewart guy. He's the weed guy." But look at where we are now. Diddy is locked up, the feds have the tapes, and Ali Carter's accusations don't sound so crazy anymore.
I'm sorry about these commercials. I'm gonna go and pay the little $20, man. This is getting out of hand.
Yeah, this brings us to the most brilliant and perhaps most sinister part of Snoop's career, the rebranding. Think about Snoop in 1993. He was on trial for unaliving somebody. He was the scariest rapper back then in America. He was straight gangster rap. Now look at him. He's the honorary coach of the U.S. Olympic team. He is on NBC primetime. He is making cookies with Martha Stewart. He is the most family-friendly corporate safe rapper in history. Now why? How does that happen?
You see that red he had on? Y'all gotta watch that. Look at that. Snoop sold out.
Family-friendly corporate safe rapper in history. Now why?
Look at that. What is that, bro? Black and red. Them ritual colors. You know what I'm saying? Initiation. Do you see that? Look where they at. That's initiation colors. You notice everybody that dealing with, you know, this type of, party, they got colors. Somebody says on either be red, black, purple, I believe. It's something, I know red and black was there, or all white or all black, you know, or the color mix. Notice everybody that's under these, you know, Illuminati, secret societies, what's the color they wear? All black, black and red, you know, all red, you know, purple, you know what I'm saying? Them the colors that I remember.
How does that happen? The theory is that this is a protection racket. When
you see the black, watch the colors.
You become that valuable to corporate America, when you become the face of NBC in the Olympics, you become too big to fail.
See the all black?
The networks protect you. The brands protect you. Because if Snoop goes down, he takes hundreds of millions of dollars of advertising revenue with him. Notice the timing. Every time a rumor starts to bubble up about Snoop's past, suddenly he gets a massive deal. Suddenly he's carrying the Olympic torch. It's the ultimate distraction. Just look over here. Look at the funny dancing man. Look at the sealed indictments. But that shield, y'all, is cracking. The Diddy documentary has pierced the armor. Because this isn't just about PR anymore. This is about federal crimes, and the FBI does.
Look, when they listen, y'all not on code, bro. Watch the colors, man. I'm trying to teach y'all something. Notice everybody got these colors on. Ain't nobody wearing yellow and stuff like that. Look, watch the black. They all got black on. I mean, I like black, but come on now.
And the FBI does not care about your T-Mobile commercial. So let's bring it all back to the present day. 50 Cent released The Reckoning. He knows what he's doing. He didn't just put the documentary out to hurt Diddy. He put it out to shake the tree and see what else falls out. Gene Deal, the bodyguard, said he wasn't included in the doc because he knows too much. He knows the part that implicates people other than
he wasn't in there because he wanted $50,000. That's why.
Than Diddy. He implies that if he told the whole
you see the Diddy? All red? Bro. Y'all not listening, bro.
Story, half of Hollywood would be in handcuffs. Now Snoop's
see the red? Look at the girl with the red. Y'all better listen.
Silence is the loudest sound in the room right now. If he was innocent, he would be laughing this off. He would be on Instagram Live making jokes about Diddy. He would be distancing himself. But he can't put himself away because the photos exist. The tapes allegedly exist. The memoirs exist. We are reaching a house of cards that has stood for 30 plus years. And it's starting to wobble. Now, Diddy was the first domino, but he won't be the last. So, guys, I want you to ask yourself, do you believe that Uncle Snoop's persona, or do you think that image was carefully crafted to hide a much darker reality? Do you think he's hiding something about Pop? Do you think he's the high-profile celebrity on those tapes? Now, the feds are going through the evidence.
You see that? You see the all-white initiation type stuff. They have to wear these colors, bro.
Evidence right now. The sealed indictments are sitting on a desk somewhere. And I have a feeling that when the dust settles, the history of hip-hop,
you know what I'm saying? The black, see it?
Is going to look very, very different.
Diddy brought him in. You know, he left Death Row to go sign with No Limit. But No Limit was the middleman. Because, you know, he only stayed there and made maybe one song, Down for My Niggas. I don't remember no other songs. Then he flipped right over and he started dealing with Diddy. You ain't never heard of no more.
Y'all, I don't think nobody in our generation right now is prepared for what's about to come down. Now, Snoop has been quiet, but the truth is getting louder every single day.
And as somebody who lived in Long Beach for a long time, I mean, people idolize Snoop. But unfortunately, he is tied in timelines, in videos, and evidence to Sean Combs. And if we look back to, if we just look
at the red, he always got red on. It's clear that, like, come on, man, y'all just stop playing crazy.
Look back at his life, it's not as clean as what we remember or what we see right now in the media.
Right. Now, with Snoop Dogg not saying nothing to defend his homie, his family, I think Snoop Dogg's only loyal to himself. He was never loyal to Pop. He definitely doesn't seem like he's loyal to Diddy. He's only loyal to himself and that bag. That's what's been keeping him going for the past 30 years. That's what's been keeping him successful. Him moving himself away from everybody else. Y'all see how he did my homie Daz. Now y'all check for Me and Daz song. Me and Daz got a song called Lionel B featuring Daz, Donks in the West. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and put that song. It's on all platforms. But man, back to the story. Snoop is corrupt. And y'all, we're going to see him going down very, very soon. Now, he wasn't mentioned in this first documentary, but I guarantee part two, Snoop Dogg's going to be in that thing. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about this, man. How do y'all feel about Snoop being...
So, again, you know, it's going to be a lot of...
being only loyal to himself and also getting Tupac taken out. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this, man. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the videos. Share these videos, and I'm going to keep y'all on the next one.
Again, like I said, it's going to be a lot of
Can't
things.
get enough? Click on this screen to watch even more great content. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and you can also catch...
There'll be a lot of stuff that's going on that you're not going to be able to kind of see, you know, until later on. You know, I believe Snoop being on them Epstein's files, there's going to be a lot of stuff going on that's going to be outrageous. You know, again, you know, I told my side, it's more. You know what I'm saying? The Ali Carter, she said that Snoop, you know, called her and he's sniffing cocaine. She said he was sniffing cocaine. Let me try to get that real quick. All right, let's see what Shorty talking about real quick. Come here.
There's warehouses underground. There's actual homes underground. There's cities underground. There's warehouses underground. There's actual homes underground. People build these tunnels, and they built them for decades. There's a lot of elite celebrities. They go down there for parties. Underneath the Getty Museum in Los Angeles, California. I was there for a cop party. We walked through the museum, through the garden area, and employees led us to underground tunnels. We had to take an elevator and stairs We have to be led. There is no way that you can just walk into a tunnel. The entrances and the exits are in your face, but there's no way that you can just walk through tunnels. You'll get stuck. You'll go deeper and deeper. You won't be able to come back out because it's hard, because the tunnels run all different directions for miles and miles and miles and miles. So if you go down the wrong one, you'll get stuck, and it's confusing to turn back around and get back to where you're going. So you have to be led in and out. I think people assume that when you get underground, it's just dirt, and you can keep going deeper, and there's more dirt, and then there's cages. No, it's not how it works. The Playboy Mansion. The Playboy Mansions. I met some really elite people when I was there. I had to do jobs with some elite celebrities.
To here?
I'm sure they can.
There are places that connect. So what kind of energy? What kind of energy are you picking up?
There's just darkness. I mean, in general, I've always had weird feelings on this street.
Yeah.
Well, the Playboy Mansion's down there, so I always thought it was the Playboy Mansion. It wasn't until probably a year ago that I realized it's his house.
I cannot believe what went on under it. Playboy magazine reports it has just discovered blueprints for a network of tunnels beneath the mansion that supposedly led to the homes of Jack Nicholson, Warren Beatty, James Caan, and Kirk Douglas. Now dig this, a photo from the late 70s allegedly showing excavation in progress beneath the mansion. And this one shows the newly discovered tunnel plans. Check out the funny logo on the plywood wall. Best of all, the blueprint. It says this tunnel leads to James Caan's house. This one's to Jack Nicholson. This one's to Kirk Douglas. And this one goes all the way to Warren Beatty's house.
Y'all think it's a joke, man. Y'all really do. For real, y'all do. It's not a joke, man. For real, it's not. Well, I'm almost finished, but let me show you this real quick.
Everybody knew that Snoop Dogg, mentioned him in December of 2020, but everybody beat the hell out of me. Screw you, that can't be true. What the hell do I know, right? And then recently it just came out again that Snoop Dogg got accused of actually trafficking children. And what did everybody do? Ooh, Snoop Dogg is at the halftime. I'm going to the halftime. But we canceled Dr. Seuss. And Jemima. Nobody mad. Nobody. Super Bowl happens. They were dripping down from the letters. The LVI. I know, that's fine. That's fine. Let's go to the game. Make some hot wings. It's fine. It'll pass. It'll pass, right? It's phase. It's just a phase. But oh no, tell somebody that plastic straws are coming back and throw a fit. Let a convict get arrested. Somebody put a knee on a convict's neck and it's over. Neck of it out. Crickets. Crickets. Nothing. Everything's fine.
Y'all think these people be lying? Nah. Y'all believe it?
Everybody knew that Snoop Dogg,
Watch this, though.
mentioned him in December of 2020, but everybody.
So before I go, I'm gonna show Snoop creep, creep ass, with a prostitute, Shalane Powell. These the receipts.
Come fuck with me, man. I got you. You want some head? Come fuck.
When will you be ready? And you're here to me?
Hello, world. Shout out to BeautyCon. Great day today. I want y'all to be on the lookout for my new TV show from executive producers Big Snoop Dogg and Dogg Baker from the Bakery. This is a good one. This is called Cloud Chasers. Coming soon. New TV show for real. First episode next week. Be sure to check it out. New show, you know, always coming something new. I got jokes around Warned Yall. I want to make something up real, relevant than real hood, so be on the lookout for that Cloud Chasers. Yes, the TV show Cloud Chasers.
So now, as you saw, she showing receipts. She showed her in the hotel room, Snoop. Guess he playing the radio or he bending down doing something. She on the bed, showing on her phone that this is Snoop. She said the man sniffed cocaine off her ass, bro. Cocaine. That's when Snoop's wife, I think, left him. I think she came back though. Now, this is my last video I'm gonna show. I want y'all to peep that. She say Shalene Powell talk sleeping with Snoop Dogg, eating 50's ass, 50 Cent ass. Oh, look at my last video when I say 50 Cent is not the, he's not the, you know, the executive producer of the Netflix Diddy Reckoning. I went in there talking about how in the past when they talking about he was sleeping with Soulja Boy, and they said that what's her name, the lady Vivica A. Fox, when she said that, and I showed that to where, you know, she said 50 like to get his ass played with, and 50 say, well, I just let her eat my ass. This is what I showed you. 50 say he let her eat his ass, right? Now Shalene Powell telling Tasha K eating 50 Cent ass. They're just the two we know about that publicly came out. You understand what I'm saying? Don't forget, he dealt with Daphne Joy. Come on, man. 50 got is something rainbow bright with 50 Cent. He letting women eat his ass. Men don't do that. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, I mean, if you got your wife or something, but you doing this with every different female. You and your wife might want to get kinky or something, whatever. You married to her. Whatever y'all doing in the bedroom, y'all business. You out here dealing with these hoes and you getting your ass ate, bro, by industry women. Now, we talking him and Diddy, them underground tunnels, them parties. Man, this shit is bigger than Nino Brown, man. Look, check my last video.
You don't know who's messier, you or me. So let's just make it all messy, okay? We finally got Selena Powell in the motherfucking wine cellar.
I was with Fetty Wap and Waka Flocka.
And you Waka Flocka while he was with Tammy?
Yes.
And you had a conversation with Tammy?
Yes.
And gave her the receipt?
Yeah, gave her the receipts and everything. I didn't know celebrities like you and like don't talk to you after.
How long did you and Offset fuck around though?
That was it.
That was it?
That was it. He hated me.
It was Snoop Dogg in the video, and he was snorting lines off of your chest.
I FaceTimed. He answered with his full face on the camera. Sorry, I'm like in the middle of getting ready to
Now, he was very married at the time.
I found out he was married when he flew me out for the BET Awards, and on stage he's thanking his wife. I'm like,
how was 50 Cent in there?
I remember Good Dick. That's why I could tell you my Good Dick.
Okay, Good Dick.
Yeah, Young Thug, #1.
You, Emmett? You are the Black Willow. How did you meet Enden though?
Through DMs. Everything is through DMs.
He hit you in the DM?
DMs are the easiest thing. That's why I exposed
Now, Tiana is so unproblematic, but I've told her she needs to stop letting bitches in her bed. Now, you were in a bathroom stall with Lil Meech giving him head.
You know, you have to give your man head wherever you're at.
Now, academics. I seen him like in a tape online, and his belly is really huge. It's hairy. His dick is kind of small. He had to stay
kinda. So small, babe.
Well,
literally the smallest thing ever. I'm oh my god, so mad that I just stuck to.
How long were y'all together? Because y'all was like in a relationship.
Bro, he used to deny being with me, but like that man would literally have a heart attack if he ever saw me.